Hi everyone. It's been a really long time since I've done a video. I've just been so busy between showers and getting stuff ready for myself and the nursery. I just haven't had time to film a video. So today's a perfect day with good lighting, so I figured I'm going to totally take advantage of it. As you can see, I'm sitting in a different room. This is actually our living room, aka second baby toy room. So I'll kind of go into this probably in the next video, but I thought it'd be kind of a cool backdrop of things to come. So this is my official 35th and 36th week pregnancy update. Like I said, it's been a while, so I've got a lot to talk about. But right now, so today I am 30, oh my gosh, 36 weeks and 5 days. So it says on my app, which is the What to Expect app, that he is as large as a cantaloupe and about 19 to 22 inches long and about 6 pounds. Well, I can tell you he's bigger than 6 pounds because we had an ultrasound, a high risk one, just to check on the measurements and everything of him on Friday, and he is measuring 7 pounds. So he is definitely a big boy. Not overly big, but pretty big. And overall, it was definitely an interesting ultrasound because everything is so smushed in there. You didn't really get a good understanding of kind of like, is that a nose? Is that a leg? Is that an arm? And she was pointing stuff out, and it was just kind of like, okay, I take your word for it. So, but he's looking great, and I'm still scheduled to be delivered May 21st, which is a little over 3 weeks away. The only thing that the concern right now is that he is breached. So if I feel my belly, let's see, there's his head. His head is always right here. The interesting part is his head is usually here, on my side, here, or on the right side. And it constantly continues to move throughout the day, but he unfortunately isn't head down yet. We've talked about the ECV, which I think a lot of people know is when they try to manually turn the baby into a head down position. And that involves going to the hospital and basically getting an epidural and monitoring myself and the baby and trying to physically on the outside turn the baby. And my husband and I thought about it, and I took the weekend to think about it before I made my decision. And I'm just, I don't know. It just seems like there's too many complications that could happen. And then there's also the fact that they might not be able to turn him. And I could just have gone through all that and nothing had worked. Worst case scenario, something could have gone wrong and they would have had to do an emergency C-section anyway. So my plan is basically to continue to see if he flips on his own. Again, I'm doing this through walking, through stretching. There's a lot of stuff if you Google on how to turn a breech baby naturally. So I'm constantly in different positions and stretching and doing everything to try to get him to move. There's some incense you could do. I haven't gone that far yet. I'm just trying to keep moving, and hopefully he'll decide to move on his own before the 21st, but we shall see. Another thing about the 35th week appointment, because I'm on weekly now, is that they do the cervical checks. One of the things I was going to mention is, yeah, they are not that fun. And nobody told me. So I ended up with some very bad, like, pains. It was like a dull, but it was like in my stomach too. It kind of affected like the whole lower half of my body. And I was not having any of it. So I was literally at work and I was trying to stretch and I was trying to like, what the heck is going on? And then I luckily texted my friend who had just had a baby a couple months ago, and she was just like, oh yeah, those are not the most fun. So since I basically can't get out of them from here on out until he arrives, I would suggest taking Tylenol, acetaminophen, whatever you want to use as long as it's safe before you go on the appointment, because I had my one yesterday morning and I took that after I was done and I didn't have any issues. So a little tip for me, acetaminophen during cervical checks are your friend. But yeah, another thing, let's see, week 35 and 36, besides his growing and movement and hiccup, which I know I've talked about many, many times, changes in me have been increased appetite. My appetite probably from week 30 to, oh, I want to say 34, basically a month, 5 weeks long period, was actually pretty decent. It wasn't anything like too atrocious where I'd feel like I just have to grab, grab, grab. It was pretty okay, pretty normal for me. And I've noticed within these last 2 weeks, it's just like I am constantly hungry, and I've basically almost passed out at both my doctor's appointments yesterday and the day before. So again, it's not normal. I think he's just kind of packing on these extra, few, I was going to say pounds, but I hope not pounds, few ounces, maybe a pound total, before he actually arrives. So I think that, again, like I said, from what I've read, it's pretty normal. I'm just trying to stay hydrated. I keep my circulation going. Like I said, one of the things I do on a regular basis, probably about 5 times a week at least, is either walking for about 45 minutes or doing the Tracy Anderson Pregnancy Project. It's a lot of good stretching. It incorporates some 3 to 5 pound weights, but nothing that I don't feel that hurts my stomach, hurts my shoulders or my back, which is really, really important. And, they just say, to keep him moving, and I'm hoping that actually helps turn him as well, but we shall see. But let's see, pains. I know I'm jumping around and I apologize for it. There's just feels like there's so much I want to get out since I haven't done a video in so long. Back pains. That's another thing with the increased appetite. I have noticed since I have grown that I am just constantly stretching out my back because it hurts. And it's when I'm sitting for a long time. I usually have to get up and stand. My job requires basically being at a desk a lot of the day, so I try to get up and walk around. Sometimes there's been even times when my back hurts when I've closed my office door and just kind of, laid on my back and put, like my legs up just to kind of put your hips above your head, just to kind of stretch out that lower back area, and that helps. My husband helps rubbing my back. It's something I have a feeling that this isn't going to go away until he is here. So I'm just trying to deal with what I can through massage and stretching and a little bit of exercising and walking to try to keep comfy. And my body pillow has been a savior because, putting your leg kind of on top of it and below it kind of aligns your back too. So that's been something I've been repositioning and kind of figuring out the best sleeping position for me as I'm kind of in the home stretch right now. But yeah, I think, let's see, my next checkup is in a little over a week, so we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'll keep everybody posted on how he's doing. Like I said, if you guys have experience with turning a breech baby, I think sharing that is really, really important, and kind of what you've done. Like I said, I reached out to friends that kind of been in the same position. And like I said, I'm not one of those people that I'm scared of C-section or doing a regular birth. I just like to have a plan. So hopefully by the next couple of videos, he will have turned and all will be good in the world. But until then, you will probably hear next time about what's going on behind me and some of the really cool baby shower gifts that I got. So I can't wait to share. And we're almost done with the nursery, so I've got that coming up too. So again, sorry it was so all over the place. Like I said, I feel like I've got so much to say, but thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.